Hello dear students, as the exams are approaching, today we'll be discussing some tips on how to write stress-free in your exams. We'll be summarizing the whole discussion into 4 points. Now let's begin. The background for stress-free solving of examination starts with the right kind of preparation as discussed from time to time with you during our classes, like the marks distribution and examination pattern. The first point is the background for stress-free solving of examination starts way before the actual examination. It starts with the right kind of preparation as discussed time to time with you during the classes. For example, the marks distribution and examination pattern. Now we will move to our second point, the next part, which lies in performance strategy. Here, revision and solving number of sample papers on the CBSE pattern and in full exam environment, that is on a table chair with 3 hours of timer on. While these 2 points we have discussed during our sessions, today we'll focus on how to give 100% of what we have studied and practiced till now. This begins a day prior to your exams, from preparing your stationery and other stuffs, sleeping on time, eating right kind of a meal. Remember, do not keep yourself empty stomach. The time to get up at least 1 week before the exam should not be more than 7 o'clock, so that your body, your biological clock will be well adjusted to your performance, and that will enhance your performance to 100%. The next point is reach well in time. At least you should reach 9:30 a.m. to your center for a hustle-free entry. Till now, the discussion was a general exam based. We will now focus on the physics examination. Let me show you a replica of the question paper you will get in the board exams. This is the question paper in physical form. It is sealed from both the sides. As soon as you get the question paper, you have to mention your roll number here. You can see the question paper code as well as set here, which you have to fill in the answer sheet. I'll be showing you later the answer sheet also. Now see the instructions. You have to check whether the number of pages are proper or not after opening the seal. Check whether 33 questions specifically in physics are there. Okay. Now you have to write down the serial number of the question in the answer book before attempting it. It is the foremost important thing. And you have got 15 minutes to read the question paper. Okay. From 10:15 to 10:30, the students will read the question paper only, and you don't have to write in the answer book during this period. Now coming to the specifically physics portion, you will have 33 questions. All the questions are compulsory. The question paper is divided into 5 sections: A, B, C, D and E. Question number 1 to 16 are multiple choice, in which 1 to question number 12 are MCQs, multiple choice questions, and 13 to 16 are the 4 assertion reason questions. You will see later. These are 1 mark questions. Coming to the section B, the section B is 17 to 21, which are very short questions carrying 2 marks. Section C From question number 22 to 28 are short answer type questions carrying 3 marks. Section D is case study type questions in which you will get to see 2 case studies and 4 questions in each case study will be asked. One internal option will be given in it. Section E contains 31 to 33 number of questions, that is 3 questions which are long answer type and carry 5 marks. There is no overall choice in attempting sections. However, you get internal choice. We will see it later. Okay. And calculators are not allowed. So now coming to section A, the section A 16 marks, you can see the questions 1, 2, 3, 4, these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here comes assertion reason question 13, 14, 15 and 16, for which they have clubbed the options like I'll tell you later. First of all, let me talk about multiple choice question. In multiple choice question, you will have some questions in which you will do some calculations because it is physics, so we will have some numerical type questions also. In MCQ, there will be very short calculation. For some questions for which you are not sure, comes my tip. No negative marking is there. So I suggest attempting all the questions, and to be more accurate, apply my strategy, that is of eliminating the wrong ones, so that you will be left with less options to guess from. You read all the 4 options, and the options which you see are not correct, which are false, so eliminate those options. Maybe you will be left with the 2 options, so very less options to guess from now. Next, for assertion reason questions, we have already discussed during the classes. Again comes my personalized and self-tested tip. This is read assertion. If it seems to be true, we have options A, B and C. D is already eliminated. If it is false, the answer is very obviously D. But if it is true, if the assertion is true, we have to go with A, B and C option. Now we have to eliminate from these 3. For that, read the assertion line. If the assertion line is false, so you get D, both assertion and reason are false. But if it is correct, we have options A and B left. Now what you have to do is read A, read the assertion statement, put because and read R in continuation. If the whole thing you feel was correct, meaning adding because makes the sense, then option A is correct. Otherwise, the correct option is B. Alternatively, what you can do is read the reason statement, say that is why, and then read assertion statement. This can also go. If this makes sense, the answer is A. Otherwise, option B is correct. Let me show you an example. Here it is written, assertion A is galvanometer can be converted into an ammeter by connecting a thick wire in parallel with it. So, assertion is correct. So, the D point is eliminated automatically. Options could be A, B and C. Now read the reason statement. The current dispersion is more in the path with less resistance. This is also correct. So answer option D and C both are eliminated. Now you're left with A and B. So, to choose between A and B, read the assertion statement, that is, a galvanometer can be converted into an ammeter by connecting a thick wire in parallel with it because the current dispersion is more in the path with less resistance. Now, this makes a sense. So, we can say that the correct option is A. Alternatively, you can also read it as the current dispersion is more in the path with less resistance. That is why a galvanometer can be converted into an ammeter by connecting a thick wire in parallel with it. So now we have got answer A correct. Now coming to the further sections. While solving, even if you do not know any solution of a numerical, and this is especially for physics and maths, start writing the given points, given values with proper notation. For example, U for the object distance equal to minus 10 centimeter, V for image distance equal to 5 centimeter, and F for focal length. Now next, write to find. For example, F equal to question mark. And third, the formula used. You can also make a line diagram. Remember, never leave any answer unattempted. As each step has marks, you may score at least 1/3 of marks by doing this. Always use pencil to draw the diagrams, and diagrams are must in physics. Also start a new question from new page if more than half of the page is filled with the previous question. While cancelling any answer, a wrong answer if you have attempted, put a single line and not crossing it all over. Now, as you know, the question paper, the time duration is 3 hours for solving. We can divide the each section for some specific time. For example, by giving 30 minutes to section A of MCQs and assertion reason, you can note it down in your watch also. The next 30 minutes will be for section B, which is of 10 marks, 2 marks question from question 17 to 21. Section C is a comparatively longer section. You can give 1 hour to it because it is of 3 marks question from question number 22 to 28. Section D is case-based studies, but usually you do not get any answers from this case. You have to solve this, and generally in physics, all these 4 questions for the case study are of choosing the correct answer from multiple choices. So 2 case-based studies means 8 multiple choice again. It is very rarely 2 marks questions are given as theory questions. So you must not spend more than 15 minutes in this section D. And coming to the section E, which is 5 marks question, 3 questions of 5 marks each, you will get an internal choice in each of the question. So think wisely, think twice before attempting any choice. Which question you know more about that topic, choose those questions only. So giving 30 minutes to this section will now leave you with 15 minutes remaining that you can utilize for revisiting, revising and decorating the answer sheet. Decorating the answer sheet does not mean that you draw some flowers or something, but you should always underline your answers. You can make a block on your answers. You can make lines after each answer. You can underline the headings, the key points you must always underline so that the examiner will specifically see those key points. Many a times the examiner does not have so much of time, so he looks for the key points in your answers. So this is the strategy you must use. And now I'll show you the answer sheet which you will be getting in your board examination. These all particulars you have to fill within 5 minutes. Okay, these are optical red marks, particulars. You have to color the circles dark. This portion is for your examiner, where he will give the marks specifically in your questions. Now, for an example, I have kept a very good, neat and clean answer sheet of a student who has scored more than what she knows, and that is because of her presentation. Okay, she has made diagrams. She has made very neat and clean diagrams. With by practicing more and more, you'll be easily able to make such clean diagrams. You can see here clearly that she has mentioned given values with proper notations to find and answer. Now she has put all the values and she has got the correct answer. Even if you do not get the correct answer in the last step, only half of the mark will be deducted. So most of your marks depend on attempting the question right. Okay, now see here, you can see the motor question, the generator questions she has attempted and drawn very nicely. The graph she has used, the pencils and proper scale to draw the graph. She has attempted the questions she was not knowing. Maybe it can get correct sometime. You can see the copy, how neat and clean the student has written. Okay, here the space was left, so she has attempted a new question from this page. Otherwise, you can always start from a new page. See how she has made the block for the key points. You can see here also the block for the key points and the answers, the results which she has got. She has written the 5 marks answer also point wise, so that generally the question paper also of the questions of 5 marks are generally divided into 2 plus 2 plus 1 or 2.5 plus 2.5. So you should also keep in mind how much time and how much effort you have to give for those parts. Now let me show you the replica of an answer sheet which you'll get in the board examination. These are the particulars you have to fill: the code number, the set number, all those things, and optical OMR sheet where you have to mark your names, roll number, etc. The second page, earlier it used to be for the examiner. Now you'll be having an OSM, on screen marking system, so maybe this page will not be there anymore. And this student has written very nicely and very clean answers. You can see here, for example, for these 2 marks question also she has made a rough diagram but a very clear and labeled diagram, so she has got full marks here. The answer she has marked in block, everywhere she has marked it in block. One thing the examiner requires is like you writing this formula Ke is equal to h nu minus phi. What is Ke, what is h, what is nu and what is phi? You have to mention this also. This is a tip. Now everywhere she has made diagrams, whether or not required, but she has made diagrams. The diagrams will help you to find the answers clearly. She has marked, see, everywhere in box, whatever thing was given, she has marked, underlined. Now, here some minor mistake may be there in the answer, but the examiner would be giving you full marks if you have done everything very correctly. The examiner also wants a diagram from you while attempting the ray optics portion. As I have told you, physics needs diagrams. This circuit also you will solve very easily when you draw the diagrams. Everywhere she has marked the answers in block. She has attempted the answer whether or not she knows. Here very neat and clean ray diagrams for these telescopes she has made. See here, if you ever make mistake in calculations also, only half mark is deducted in the answer. Also in 5 marks question, see how much is the worth the question is. Like here the question A part was of 3 marks and B part was of 2 marks. So think and then write how much or how much time you want to spend in any answer. See, this paper was very neat and clean, and it gives you very good image to the examiner. Now this is a quick summary what we discussed just now. For the solution you do not know, write the given part, to find part, and the formula used. Always use pencil to draw the diagrams, and diagrams are must in physics. Start a new solution from a new page if the previous page is more than half filled. Put a single line, you can see a single line to cancel a wrong answer, and not like scribbling on that wrong answer.